everybody, welcome back. This is week 29, version 0.41. We have a bunch of updates today, apart from a new stage, which is from another stage from Jason Bird from the Tasmanian State Titles 2017. We'll take a look at this stage in a bit, but I want to talk to you about a few things that have changed in the game. I've always wanted to launch the game on Viveport. There is another store, and it's considered the Steam equivalent in China, especially. So for PractisimVR to enter the Chinese market, we have to launch this game on Viveport. So I've been working with HTC, and hopefully in a week or so, or maybe 2 weeks, the game will launch on Viveport. And if you don't have Steam, if you're based in China, you can then purchase this game and play it, which is really fun for me. The other two things I've added, one of them is the ability to run this game using the Microsoft mixed reality headsets. I've been getting a lot of feedback and questions about when I'll make that happen, and I finally made it. Microsoft was good enough to send me a Acer mixed reality headset. I've tested it in game, I made some changes to the game, and now you can actually play this game in the Windows mixed reality headset, which is amazing. Another fun thing to have. So now you can play this game and you don't have that high hardware requirement. You don't have to buy a Vive if you don't want to. You don't have to buy an Oculus Rift. You can get the Windows mixed reality headset. Although the experience is way better using the Vive because of the room scale tracking and the Oculus Rift, well, lower cost option, which is fantastic. The third piece is I've made support for PPGun. So if you look at the screen now, the PPGun Mini is a gun built by a company in Shenzhen. And they originally made the gun so that you can play phone games on it. They also built support for the Vive tracker, so now I can actually use that instead of the Hyperkin blaster if you want to do that, or you can purchase the PPGun Mini, put in the tracker, and you can play PractisimVR using the pistol. And the good thing about it is the pistol has a joystick that you can actually move within the gun itself, so you can have a two-handed grip on the gun, and you can move your player around, you can reload, you can grip, you can draw the gun and holster the gun and stuff like that, which is a lot of fun. So that's it. A few other changes to the game. I've moved the center location. The center location for the player used to be somewhere up here, facing this wall. And the advanced preference was a little bit far off. So some users, especially Oculus Rift users, depending on your room scale setup, actually started somewhere here, which is like super close to the screen. And it was really confusing for them, and for some players who don't have enough room space, they can't step back, or they can't even look at all the options over here. So what I did was I moved the center location from there over to here. So and it's further back. So now when you load the game, when you enter the game, you should find yourself, if you stand in the middle of your play space, you'll find yourself right here, and you can see everything, although this beam is in the way. But you can still see everything, you can access the advanced preferences, you can still page through the menus and so forth. So that's one change that I made. The other changes are in-game. Let's go take a look. So this is a medium course from the Tasmanian State Titles match. As you can see, start position is standing anywhere. You can pick anywhere you want to stand. And facing anywhere as well. And then on start signal, just shoot him as you see him. So let's go take a look. I will want to start from here. Because then the plan is to come in here like this, shoot these 3 targets and that one, and then move over to that side, shoot these, step up a little bit, and then you can shoot that paper, that steel, and that paper over there, and head down to this barrel to get these 2 targets, and then the next barrel to get, you gotta lean like crazy though, like these 2 targets. Alright, so let's take a look. So this is something around 24 rounds, so no reload. Great.
Make ready. Are you ready?
Yep.
Stand by.
Teleport over there. Where's my dot? Up here. And then over there. And then over there. Oh, that was terrible.
If you're finished, diff clear, range is clear.
Ah, here we go. I forgot that teleport is push forward. Totally forgot about it. That's my score. If you notice, I've also added your score at the bottom here. So if there were a lot of names on the scoreboard, and if you don't make the top 10, The old way was you don't get to see where your scores were, but there were feedback that players still want to see the scores to see how far they are from the others. So now, even if you don't make the top 10, you will see your score right at the bottom here to see how badly you've done compared to the rest. The other thing I've changed is it used to be tracker movement on the right hand and teleport movement on the left. Now if you choose trackpad, both will function as trackpads, or if you choose teleport, then both will function as teleports. That way you can use either hand to move. You can play with one hand if you want to, or you can play with both. So you have your own flexibility that way. So the last change I made this update is the Minimart stage. This stage had a number of problems with it. One was because in the past I did not have the ability to have magazines on table as well. I just used to have guns. So this Minimart stage only had the gun. The reload came from the belt. But now I've built the functionality. I've managed to put the magazines now on the table as well. So for you to do a reload, you got to take the magazines from the table, which is the right way of doing it for this classifier. The other thing was the hit location for grabbing the gun was not here. It was off to the side and down to the bottom a little bit. So some players were having issues trying to grab the gun. And I found out somebody reported a bug and I fixed it. So now you can probably just grab it here correctly. So let's give it a run.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Stand by.
Reload from the table. Faster.
If you're finished, range is clear.
There we go. As you can see, I didn't beat my old score, but you can still see your old score here. This is a C-class run compared to Captain Cisco. Oh my gosh, 322? How the hell did he do it that quickly? Anyway, so that's it. Let's head back to the main menu.
Okay.
So that's it for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed all the changes. I'm looking forward to seeing all the players from Viveport join the community. It'll be very exciting. And if you ever get yourself a PPGun Mini or one of the Windows mixed reality headsets, please do let me know how you feel and how the game works for you. Till next week. See ya.